Well, hello, it's good of you to join us again today. We're talking about Wokism. Wokism has its roots in Marxism, which is a worldview rooted in atheism, in godlessness. Marx hated the world that God had made. He hated the created order and wanted to fully eliminate God from society. Critical race theory emerged from this and is the forerunner to the Wokism that we have today. Critical race theory, CRT, states that hidden racism is pervasive throughout society. All whites are racist. Blacks and other minorities are not racist because they lack the power to be so. And one's racial group, for it's all about putting people in groups now rather than seeing them as individuals, the group determines one's core identity. You're either an oppressor or you are oppressed. Your skin colour and access to privilege determine which category you're in, not your character. Their idea of social justice advances the rights of minorities to remove inequalities. And so men must be removed from positions of authority. Boys must be trained to see strong manhood as akin to toxic masculinity. Income must be taken and redistributed. Capitalism must be resisted. Public spaces redistributed to accommodate the fluid gender identities of individuals. Do you recognise any of this? And what about this? The law and courtroom justice have to shift from holding evildoers to account to a distributive and reparative emphasis, creating, in other words, a more equal society through humane laws and verdicts. Where do you think we get two-tier policing and two-tier justice from? This is what we've seen today. As some groups are given a slap on the wrist, whilst they come down hard on others. Why violent criminals and sex abusers are let out of prison early or not jailed at all, whilst others are imprisoned merely for an unwise tweet or comment online. We need to be wise and to understand the times. Words can be powerful, and so those that are unhelpful and helpful words to the woke cause are censored. And not only words, but thoughts. Wokism is a regime to punish dissent. Its trademark is intolerance. The dramatic increase in hate crimes is a case in point. Logged by police just because someone was offended by what you said or what you said on social media, they take up massive amounts of police time, which they should be using to solve real crimes. And they can show up in DBS checks when going for a job. A chilling attack on free speech, but it's happening today. As Christians, we need to understand who the enemy is, where the attacks come from, if we are to stand against it and to protect our children from this evil culture. Colossians 2 and verse 8 says, "See to it that no one takes you captive through hollow and deceptive philosophy." Wise words indeed. Thank you.